Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's Phil, and before people start shouting at me, I know it took ages to get to it, but I'm getting to it now. If you may have seen in the last video, I talked about the map, or the upcoming map. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about I'm going to be showing you around the actual map itself. Accompanying me today, I've got Leslie on my right, your left, and I have Sticks on my left, your right. Today we're going to be going through near enough everything in the map. I'm also going to be going over a few things in the maps and the Discord server and a few other things in the server. As of right now, as of the 2nd of November 2022, the map is still under construction. There is still buildings that are still being built as of now, as we speak. Some buildings are half built, some are finished, some are being tweaked. By the time people start joining, that's when we're going to start knuckling down and getting everything sorted out. But for now, we are mainly, my build team mainly focusing on getting builds ready and into a state where people can go through them and get a basic understanding for what's what. So just a disclaimer, if you see any unfinished buildings or any building that hasn't been furnished properly or is completely empty, it's because we are in a bit of a time crunch to get every building finished, because the map is growing quicker and quicker every day. So we're trying to not only make sure all the buildings are finished, but also make sure we're bringing in buildings which are going to benefit people. But without further ado, I'm going to quit my little rant and we'll get straight into the tour. So, when people first join the server, you spawn underground in this is the spawn building. So you'll always spawn in this one room. When you spawn into the world, you come out of here, so into the main room. You can go left or right, they still come to the same place. In here, this is one of the rooms which I give people credit to. So up there I have the start date, so when I started building this map, and also the finish date. Here I have the founders of of this map in the server, and I've also listed a handful of the builders that have helped me build this map. Here I also have some people that people that this map was inspired by, some people that I took some tips from or took some ideas from. When you come in, or when you come out of that room, you come up here, up the stairs. This is all underground, so then when you come out into the main building. I'm actually going to turn the weather to clear. There we go. So when you come out into the main place, you'll be greeted by the mine, or the mine where it goes down, and a few other buildings. So we're going to start over there first, then we'll work our way back towards the more bigger buildings. So I need to sort this weather out because it's annoying me now. Okay, well, guess it's always going to rain. So here, this was actually the first building that was actually built on this map. A little bit backstory behind this building. This was built on the day I started building this. Hence why, if you look through some of the windows, this building is completely furnished with furniture and also a bedroom and all the rest of it, because this was the very first house which was built on this map. I intentionally leave it clear and I don't let anyone live in this house, because I have it here firmly for memories, because I want to keep this house here as something to like commemorate the map when it first started. Here, right opposite the house, you have the map. This will always be here. On here you can see the full layout of the map. You can also see quite a few of the buildings. On this tour, if I turn this on, we're here. That's for the house. We're in this path right here. We're going to be working here to start with, so we're going to go through the houses up here, knock it off. We're going to go through the houses, and then we're also going to go through the mine shaft, which is down the bottom. This line here, this is the wall. This goes around. This is going to be going around the whole map. People will be able to get a job, so they can walk along this wall. There will also be points in the wall where you can get off the wall, climb down, etc., etc. Then over here you've got some of the bigger buildings. So, but we'll get to them soon. So pushing on. So coming down to the coming down the path, you've got one empty house. That's one house that you can buy if you join the server. Opposite, you have a chest storage room. These are basically first come first serve. So these are all sections. So you can, like, one person's chest is like here, another person's side, yada yada. As long as you put a sign on a chest, it's classed as yours. The only thing I will say, you can only have 3 chests max. The only reason I'm saying this is because I want to be able to have enough chests here for everyone. Because right here, this is only a small majority of the storage that we actually offer here. You can also store stuff in your house, or you can ask for a storage room to be built for you, which has loads of chests in it. You can put all your stuff in there. Coming along, you have the farm. This is free for everyone. If you want to grow some crops, you can put a sign down saying, "This is your farm." You can grow whatever crops you'd like. It doesn't matter what crops you grow. You can grow anything. So, for example, here I've got wheat in this side, and here I've got potatoes. But you can grow carrots, watermelon, pumpkins, anything you like. It doesn't bother me. But it's the same thing with the chest thing. It's like a first come first serve type thing. But when you join the server, you'll be given more information on that. Right, opposite you have the enchantment room. This down here you have the this is a room where you can enchant all of your armor, tools, etc., etc. The whole place is surrounded by books, so you'll be getting high quality upgrades. And behind you there is also a few armor stands. So if you want to, if you've got quite a lot of armor, you want to put some on a stand, you can put some on an armor stand here, while you work on some of your gear on the enchantment table. That's free for everyone, so if you want to enchant your armor, you can always come here and do that. Coming along, you have one of the towers. This is only here as a landmark. This was a piece of just plain land, but this is just here as a bit of a landmark. There's nothing in this building, obviously, but if you want to, you can buy this building and you can turn it into a house if you really want to. Opposite, you have these are 2 more buildings. Bear in mind, all these houses are empty, so there's nothing in them. Like, for example, if you open this one, this has only got a second floor, so you can do whatever you want with this. You can either have it just like this, or you can put a second floor in it. It does not matter. Coming out, you've got the chalets, which are right down the bottom. These are a row of 3 houses, 6 altogether. These are small little houses that you can get on when you join the server. This is good for people that have just joined and need somewhere to stay for a little bit while they can get themselves a job. But this is always available for you in case you want it. Down the bottom you have the one of the observation decks. You can stand here, look out to see some of the old builds which were cancelled halfway through, and just chill out here. And down here we have a little staircase which goes down towards the a little beach, like a little outcrop that I made. Coming back up the through the houses and around, you've got a staircase which goes up to the right. This goes up to the to my house, which is right here, and then it comes into a place with a few shops. People can buy these shops, then they can sell whatever they like. These shops can generate income. You can sell your stuff for as high as you want, as long as it's a respectable price. And you can stay here for 5 minutes, for a couple hours. For example, here I've got a blacksmith in here, for example. but you can put anyone you want in here. It doesn't matter. Coming along, you have also got an extra entrance which comes to the main path, which goes up towards the towers, but we'll get to that in a sec. Coming up the staircase into the tunnel. This tunnel goes all the way across, so if you're a miner, you would come out just before the staircase goes up, which you just hear. You come across the stairs through the tunnel, and you'll come out into the mine shaft itself. People, if I just float, people can go down here. If you're a miner, you can go down here. You can do whatever the hell you like. Some people have their houses in here. So, for example, this is one of my friend's houses that he's built. But apart from that, miners are allowed to come into here. They can do mining over here. They can do whatever. Coming back up this, if you came up the stairs, you'd got a little observation deck, so you can stand here and look down. You can look through the glass, so you could look through the floor. Coming back, that's another one of the houses which is being used by one of my friends. And we have a room which will come into a later episode, because as I will explain that later. Coming back along the tunnel, we're going to go and take a look at the main entrance into this place, and then we will work our way to the other side of the town, and then we'll go through all of that. So coming down and coming back up the staircase, you have the farm, which is just here. This is here for a farmer. If you want to buy this, you can grow wheat, beetroot, carrots, potatoes, anything. And here you can put your crops that you've harvested in this barn. So if you don't want to carry around all your crops, or you don't want to have them all clogging up your houses chests, then you can put them in here. Coming back onto the main path, you can go here, this is just a little house which is able to be bought by someone. It goes down a little bit, so if you want to live underground, it's here if you want to. Coming back up, this is the watchtower's house. So if you are working in the watchtower, you can come in here and chill out. You can store some of your gear if you don't want to take it up with you. And this is only available to people that work in the watchtowers. To get into watchtowers, there is two entrances. One entrance is right there, and the other entrance is right here. To go up to a watchtower, you open the door, come in, climb up the ladder, and it takes you out straight onto the top of the wall. You can walk along the wall. So, for example, this wall just ends by the start of the mine, and the other side carries on a little bit toward the other side. Coming back down the path, we're going to take a look at the other side of the town now. But this is going to be the more, as you can probably see, this is the more industrial side of the town. Here we have the one of the ports. So here we're going to have a fish market. So someone can come in here, sell some fish, fishing rods, boats, etc. Anything to do with like the sea life. Here you've also got a little marina, so if you want to put a boat here, feel free. Coming back up, that's one of the other houses. That's my friend Leslie's house. And then along here we have the bridge which goes from here along down into the marina. Here we have a shed for some animals. You can store your animals in here if you would like. Just ask someone and make sure no one's using it, and then we can put your name on one of these pens. You can store your horses, cows, sheep, etc. in the pen if you really want to. Coming along the bridge, this is going to take you along to the marina. This house is someone that can buy or can turn into a shop. This is right by the marina, and it's also right by some of the high-rise buildings. Down here, this is the main marina, so if you have a boat, you can put your boat here. It's not really a case of naming it. You kind of put it somewhere and hope no one steals it. But you can always put a boat here. You can name it if you really want to. You can name it if you really want to, but you don't really have to. Coming back across, here we have the two prisons. These prisons are near enough the exact same prison, so I'll take you on a little tour. So here we have an empty room, we have showers in there. Down here we have another empty room. In here we have the first set of cells, but these are all furnished, so they all have a chest and a bed. Same for if you come down the staircase. There's all stuff in here, but these are more like high security ones. You also have the cafeteria, which is just down here, so you can come in here and eat. And there's also, this is a partition which takes you into the other side of the prison, which is literally just a copy and paste of the of that side. So that's the two prisons right here. This building, this is one of the buildings that's being built. This is going to be the courthouse. The courthouse is going to be here to bring in some sort of law. So when you first join, if you don't understand some of the rules or you'd like to clear yourself up, you can come here to the courthouse, and there will be books you can take out of a chest that will have all the rules written on them. The rules stated in that book will also be posted onto the Discord server, so you're not going to be missing on anything important. There will be some rules which you will have to comply by. For example, stealing money from people will not be allowed, etc., etc. But we'll get to that later on. But this is one of the buildings which is right opposite some of the skyscrapers, as we'll get to right now. So this skyscraper, this one is closest, furthest away. This one has nothing in it as of now. This has a staircase, and then the rest is all empty. I'm trying to think of something to put in here, but if you've got any suggestions, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll put it into consideration. The other skyscraper on the hand, which you may have seen has been which is starting to get detailed some. This has the same thing on every floor. So if you come up every floor, it has the same thing. So they all have the same floor design, with the exception of the top floor, which has my office and the co-founder's office, and that's the two skyscrapers which just stand here. Right, this building right here, this is the cathedral. This will be here for any community gatherings, any important messages, or anything important that we want to announce to everyone. So if you come into the cathedral, you can either sit down on the church pews down here, so you can sit here and listen to whoever's up the front, or you can come up the stairs, and you can sit here. You can come here. You can stand and listen to whoever speaks. So for example, there's Leslie on the Leslie, say hi. Or to your right. So you can stand here. You can stand on the other side, and you can listen to whoever's speaking on the front. This is always going to be here. If you want to come in here, just have a little look around, you can do. It's always open. Coming out of the cathedral, up here, this is probably one of the most important buildings on this map. This is the government building. In this building, this will have two display cases. One will have, or they're already in there. What they have is the currency that we use. So what they mean, but it will also have all the jobs that are available. So if we go into here, on the bottom floor we have the money. So for example, 1 copper ingot is worth $1, up to a echo shard, which is worth $1,000, and then you've got some pieces of money in between. That's always going to be this. If you want to clarify something, you can come here and have a look. Right here you have the job list. So this has every job on the map. So if you want to pause it here and have a little look, they're all there. And you've also got a few on this side. So they all go up in price depending on what job they are, and they're always there for people to look at in case you want to get a job. Coming out of the government building, you come out and you can go across. This is the tower. This was formerly the tallest building on this map before it got overtaken by the skyscrapers. This here is a landmark because when you're far away from the town, there's not much to actually see as in space of height. So this tower was mainly built for people to be able to see this from far away and be able to navigate themselves back. This is another one in the house which can be built. We don't have any smart ideas for it, but if you have any ideas, please leave them down in the comments below. It does help. Coming up the stairs, we have some of the more bigger buildings. So this is the bank. This building, if I come here, you can have a take a better look. This building is very important when it comes to businesses in this map. Anyone that owns a business in this map will get a space in the vault by default. Everyone will get that when they get a business, and you can store however much money in there as you like. And if you want to work here, you can apply for a job, and whoever's the manager of the bank will look over your application and will take you on if wanted. I will give you a brief little look around. So here you have where the teller sit. Everything's underground, so I'll show you that in a little bit. But here you have all the offices. So this is going to be the manager's office. So you got a couple more offices here. Over here we have some storage closets. We have another office here. We have the staff room, so you can come in there and eat and do whatever. This is going to be the meeting room, so if there's any meetings they can come in here and they can talk about economy crashing or something, and it's all vice versa on this end. It's all the same. Coming down and come back around to this side of the bank, you have the iron door which takes you into the back of the bank. If you come through here, this will take you into two tunnels. The first tunnel, which is here, this takes you to the teller booths. So if you come through, this takes you to the tills at the front of the bank. These are all underground to avoid potential robberies or anyone that tries to get in. Coming back up, you've got the tunnel that goes out towards a vault. The vault is always going to be available to people that own businesses and also people that work here. The vault is double layer protection, so you have one room and then you have the actual vault itself. So for example, we've got Inner's Mining Inc. profits. So in this chest we'll have all of that business profit in it, or as much as you would like to carry, or as much as you'd like to store. It's always kept in the vault if wanted. Coming back up the stairs, out the bank, it will take you back out, and we will go take a look at one of the other buildings. So if you come across here, you'll see the one of the buildings here. This is the factory. The factory is available for jobs to anyone. All you have to do is come in and ask for a job, and then they will get back to you in a short period of time. The factory itself is near completion. There's just a few more things that need doing to it. Got a staff room here if anyone wants to come in here and chill out. In here we have one of the main factory rooms. So if you want to work in the factory, you can build whatever. It does have working power as well. And then there's a few other rooms which are not finished being built yet. Then we've got a storage room right at the back. Coming out of the factory, we have just behind it we have the government building. The government building is here obviously for government officials. This is one of the more important buildings which are going to be here to make choices for the server itself. Anyone that's on the server or anyone that works for the government will always come here for a briefing. If you ever come here, you'll either find me stood here or stood with one at the ends, or probably against this wall talking about something. If you're a government official, you'll be staged in here sometimes, and you'll also have a office in here if needed. Coming opposite the government buildings, you've got some more buildings. So here we have some small apartments. So if you want to buy an apartment upstairs, you can come up here, and you can go into, for example, if you want to go into here, you can go to this apartment. If you want to go in here, you can go into this apartment. And then downstairs you've got the standard houses. Opposite, we have the landscaping business. This is a business that someone can own. It's obviously landscaping. All the blocks that they do or they dig up, they can go into here. And if they need them for any construction purposes, builders can come in here and get them if they want to. Next to that, we have the hospital. Hospital is here for anyone that has any injuries or wants to roleplay something out. There is beds in every room, and this has always got doctors in it. Behind that, we have one of the other buildings. This is randomly a yoga room. So if you're bored and you want to come in here and just stretch and release some stress, you can come in here and punch a bag or just stretch or something. It's up to you. Behind that, we have the auditorium. The auditorium is here for any public gatherings. So if there's any like public announcements that need to be made, you can come in here, sit here, and someone will stand up on here and will talk to the crowd in front. And then next to that, you've got another building which is being built as of now. So as of now, that is it for the building wise. Now, as it stands, this whole map is still under construction. Most of the buildings that are under construction are in that part of the map, but we are working to get buildings detailed, buildings furnished, and trying to get them out of there as fast as we can. The Discord server is up, and my PS4 user, the link to Discord is all down below. I'll also leave my PlayStation username down below if you do need it. If you do want to join the server, feel free to send me a message on Discord, PlayStation, anything, and ask if you can join. If you can get to the Discord link is always going to be in the comments. I will make sure I pin it so people can see it. And when you join, you'll be greeted by staff, and then you'll be able to ask what you want to do. So if you want to be a builder, if you want to be a government official, you will be given a job straight off the bat, because we don't want people going around jobless. We want people to be able to earn money and be able to have a self-sustaining life in the map. When you do join, you'll be issued with $1,000, and you'll be also issued with a house. If there aren't enough houses, we will get to work on building more houses for you. But it may take some time, so bear with us when it comes to that. As of now, the Discord server is open, as I mentioned, and we are starting to accumulate members. If you are interested in joining, you feel free to join with the link I have in the comments. The server is always active, and you can come say hi to me if you really want to when I'm in a VC. Any concerns you have or any questions you have, you can leave them in the comments below, or you can tell me if you add me on Discord or PlayStation. This map has taken a long time to build. It's been going for nearly 8 months at this point, nearly 8-9 months, knocking on a year. And this map is beyond easy. It's more harder than you'd actually think, because there's a lot of hours and time and prep and designing that goes into making just the one building. Some buildings were rushed and some are being refined. So for example, the skyscrapers were rushed to get them built, but now that we have some more time on our hands, I'm going to go through them and start detailing each and every one of the buildings that we haven't furnished properly yet. As of now, we can start bringing in members in, so as I said, everything's going to be in the description if you do need it. The next video will most likely end up being the first video on this map. And that's going to be one exciting video, because that's going to be the first roleplay on this map. And when that does take place, I will be having a little bit of a celebration for that video. Without further ado, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please press that like button if you just found me out of nowhere, or you find my content a bit interesting. Feel free to press that subscribe button and press the notification bell when you get updates on all my new videos. All my links are going to be all down in the comments for anything that you may need: Discord, PlayStation, and the server. But without further ado, I will see you guys in the next video, which will most likely be the very first roleplay on this map. But for now, bye bye.